what are the biggest challenges that you find developers have? I mean, how sophisticated are they in the kind of things that we're talking about now in terms of digital marketing?
So you mean developers on the software side or commercial?
No, I mean developers as in people that put bricks together and paint walls and lease spaces.
It's fascinating to really try and change these very industry jargon terms down to what people are normally searching. It's kind of going back to that natural language. And it's kind of an ongoing challenge for me to make sure that, one, we divide up our market in different personas. So who in the company would be using our platforms, making sure that we market towards that. But at the end of the day, if someone doesn't understand what a Reg D offering is,
Right.
it's going to be a very tricky marketing. So it's really just putting in, just talking to people the way that I guess they would want to talk about a product. It's very tricky, especially with something as difficult as commercial real estate. But I think slowly but surely people are getting more savvy with the jargon.
Okay, so hang on a sec. I think you answered my question, but let me try and rephrase it slightly.
Sorry about that.
No, and I'm pretty sure you did, but I'm not entirely. So what I was getting at was let me put it this way. Are developers, real estate developers, aware of and familiar with digital marketing? That was the question, actually.
My apologies. I definitely think that they are becoming more aware of digital marketing, especially going into 2020.
Okay, and so your answer was actually came at it from a different angle, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right, but the point that you were making was that no matter what you're trying to discuss with a prospect, you can't assume that they know anything at all about the subject that you're talking about, right? That's kind of the point, right? In other words, this is where we started. The idea of taking a very complex concept that you understand intimately and understanding that the person that's listening to what you're saying maybe doesn't understand anything at all about that, right? So when you put together your content, some of it is very complicated. So what's the approach that you take to explaining complicated ideas without patronizing or talking down to your audience?
Absolutely. Because last time I checked, I don't think anybody wants to feel talked down to or anything in articles. So it's really important to make sure that our voice and our tone is more of, hey, we're just talking to you, person to person, not trying to talk down. So a lot of that we can tackle with our tone. But then also a lot of times we'll put in examples. Infographics are really helpful. Similes and metaphors are great to use when trying to explain really complex items. There are a lot of different just literary kind of approaches we can take just to make sure that people, one, if they don't understand the topic, they do now, but then also it's in a way that is new and creative, not just definitions and having an appendix on an article.